very unique and different than most people out there. And I think you also have a whole new philosophy about makeup. Like, a lot of people use it to cover things up or to, just because you have to, right? Like, oh, I need my lipstick. But you have a new kind of technique where you like to bring out the essence of who people are to the outside.
Most definitely, because I don't think people need to be improved. I think what they need to do is be enhanced. Because I think people are beautiful the way they are. What happens is people are so used to going to the cosmetic counters and everything where they teach them how to put a mask on and how to create something different than what they are. I think every woman that walks down the street is absolutely beautiful the way she looks already. So with that being said, like let's say for instance just laying a foundation. A lot of women when they come into my studio are totally intimidated by the idea of foundation because they feel that it has to be something be heavy, cakey, that's going to go all over their face, show off their lines, show off their dark circles as well as their big pores. And what I like to do is I create a foundation for them and show them just the area that it's needed. And not every day is going to be the same thing. So a lot of women will need it maybe underneath your eyes or in the little redness through the middle of the T-zone or a pimple, and that's about it.
Yeah.
So with that being
okay, well, let's...
Go on. I'm sorry.
Pause for just a second. I want to talk about your foundation since you brought it up. So one of my favorite things that you offer is your foundation. I tell everyone around, every one of my clients, everyone that I come in contact about the makeup that you have. And one of the things that I want to tell a quick little story. I don't know if you remember this, but remember when I came to meet you one day, and people always tell me that they get nervous being around an image consultant because they're worried how they dress. Mm-hmm. Like I'm going to judge them for it. And I remember walking into your studio wondering how my makeup was. Like, oh, did I put on my lips right? How do my eyes look, right? And I remember you telling me, and I asked, how is my makeup? And you said, well, the foundation's not that great. Right?
Well, you're like 98% of people out in the world, they have the wrong foundation on their face.
Right.
And when the foundation's wrong, it's like everything else. It's kind of like if your undergarments are wrong in a $3,000 gown, the whole gown's going to look wrong, correct?
Exactly. Exactly. And what I loved is that from the moment that you told me that, I started using your foundation. And I swear by it, I think it's the best of the best that anybody can find. So now, tell us why it's the best of the best. So I know lots of viewers out there want to know, what's the thing with Michael Moore's foundation?
Well, first of all, it's all natural. It's free of fragrance, free of irritants. It contains no preservatives and no parabens, which, many times it's been linked that parabens are actually causing cancer on the surface of the skin as well as cancer inside the body. So I decided I did not want any of that crap, if you will say, into my product line. Then what we did is we decided to come up with many different types of foundations so that every woman in the world could be able to wear Simply More foundation. So the problem is if you're going out there and you're buying a foundation at the department store, you have to fit into 5, 10, 15 different colors that they have. Right. But not every woman is created the same, correct?
Correct.
So with that being said, we came up with the idea of custom blending everything. And so we custom blend all of our foundations, powders, concealers, everything that we want to do for our clients. And then what we also do is we got a ton of natural light in our studio. We've got a ton of halogen light in the studio, which is the closest to the natural light. And we make sure that the foundation totally disappears into a woman's face. So that way, when it disappears into her face, that she can just use it in the spot that she wants to, or she can use it all over the face if she wants to.
Yeah.
And so with that being said, I'm sorry, go on, Karen?
No, go ahead.
So with that being said, we did this in a way that it can be wearable for every single person depending on what her skin issues are, what her skin desires are, and her aging issues as well.
That's great. And I noticed, for those of you who are out there watching or listening to us and you don't know, Michael Moore is a big fan of sunscreen. And you also put sunscreen in all of your products. I know because I get yelled at when I have a tan or something's there.
Exactly. Actually, what we do is we actually put sunblocks in it. And not to correct you there, Carrie, but the sunscreen... Okay. something totally different than what sunblock is. Sunblock is a physical property, so it's made of either titanium, zinc, or Mexoryl. And so I'm a big fan of that. So we do make sure that almost every one of our clients do have a great protection in it. All of our foundations start at a 17, and they can go anywhere up to a 30 of an SPF in there.
Excellent.
And I am a big fan of sunblock because of having skin cancer in my life already twice in the last year. And so I really try to keep very protected that way and try to keep my clients as protected.
Right.